And then sort of in the not so bullish news is Binance getting boxed in the UK, Japan, and Canada. So I think they're starting to come
Ouch.
under. Yeah, it's interesting, right? So I wonder. Um, I again, not having dug into it, like what triggered that? Why those three countries? What's going on? What are your thoughts on that?
With Japan in particular, I'm not sure why it was now because they've issued these warnings before. So I think they just kind of went on that vibe where like UK made an announcement, so oh, so will we, to take maximum effect. But for the UK side, they did ban crypto derivatives. They passed a law and it came into effect. I'm not sure if it did already. But here's the thing: it's not binance.com, the international thing that got banned. It's actually like the Binance Markets Limited or something. Basically, the UK-based entity, that got banned. So I guess it's important to know these distinctions because it's not the end for Binance. It's just, they have to comply with the UK laws. So
Yeah,
honestly speaking, it's not nothing new. It's just the media kind of exploded it
that's it.
in a new way that was already there factually.
Well, that's an interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like it wasn't actually new news, but they rewrapped it into sort of negative clickbait. That kind of then segues into the whole Huobi banning derivatives. It's like, well, how's that new? I think that was in China related. I'm like, well, that fucking like nothing was allowed in China anyway. So how is that even new? So maybe that's even like it's like it's almost like people are purposely looking for shit just for click. It's click. I mean, it's been said, but I mean, god damn it, it's how do you ignore that? It's like they're looking for negative clickbait. It's just anything you could throw out there. Let's look for negative clickbait.
Exactly. I mean, with the Quobi, they're kind of in a tough stance, right? I think a lot of them are based in China. And for them, it's like, saying, oh, yeah, China government, I'm going to comply, we're going to ban derivatives, this and that. But honestly speaking, again, it's not really surprising. Derivatives are very dangerous. It's only meant for, I would say, the institutional traders as of now. Of course, with CDs, we're trying to change that, right, through decentralized and so forth. But then again, do your own homework. And right now, I think it's better to protect the normal users who are not as educated. So it takes time for people to catch up.
Well,
But that's why we're here, right?
well, well, hold on. I actually, so I challenge that a little bit. So I think
Go
again,
ahead, man.
well, no, look, I do like your measured approach, and I mean, I think that's your gift, right? So, I think ultimately, as long as there's no outright deception, it's your
Mhm.
responsibility at the end of the day. Like if going
It
back
is.
to why we're doing what we're doing, right? I think it's you should have to have ultimate accountability for yourself and your actions, right? Unless somebody's
Yes.
outright deceiving you and trying to manipulate, like again, there's gray areas there, but I think you're allowed to gamble and lose your fucking money. You're allowed to go into a casino and lose thousands of dollars. Like no
Yeah.
one's stopping you from that. No one's stopping you from there. So if you're ignorant and uneducated in another way, in another market, I mean, yeah, you can lose a lot of money, but also that's how you learn. If you've bet your life saving, I don't know. I mean, I think ultimately we want to do the best thing for the users we can, but you can't save people from themselves. So if you go in there and you get run over, it's not because the intent of the other party was to do that. Is that you had the ability to go in there and do what you want because you're a sovereign individual, at least in theory. So that's my counter to that. Don't protect
Yeah.
don't protect me
In
from
fact,
this.
you're
Yeah,
absolutely right. Yeah. Maybe I've just been a bit cold, but no, you're absolutely right. It's at the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself and you have to keep educating. Don't just be a flock, white
that's it.
sheep in the crowd.
That's
So
it. And
you're
I mean,
right.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
that we can't promote the positive and bridge people and educate people and all this other stuff. But ultimately, it doesn't matter in spite of any of that stuff. And no, I mean, is the government responsible because they didn't protect you? I mean, again, this is sort of this whole,
Yeah.
where does that line get drawn? So back to what we're doing, derivatives and DEX derivatives, which is essentially wallet to wallet, person to person, with a an AMM in the middle. It's caveat emptor. You put in there, you go in there, and I mean that's how you learn, right? All traders have learned the hard way. Anything you do with risk comes with the acceptance that, at least I think, comes with the acceptance that you're going to get burned a few times. In fact, that's just how you learn. So I would say, yeah, it's certain things aren't for the uninitiated, but how do you get initiated? You walk the course.
You're right. When you start learning how to ride a bike, you're gonna fall a few times, get some scrapes, but that's just life. There's
That's
no
it.
way around it.